Here's another review. So, the previous game we just crushed these guys with the red and yellow. Now we're back, showing how to win with the opposite color. Yeah, so I think this move is better, just posting up, because it avoids some E11 lines when red can sack his queen for. I mean, if they had gone one step farther, then he could have taken, and it would have been a mess. Yeah, I think the critical test is to push the K4 quite early against this early knight development. So I'm not sure what red was doing, but if you're playing e3, then you really should fianchetto it. I mean, to oppose my bishop and also start threatening blue. Okay, so this was a bit risky, but somehow it felt like the only move. And here probably red should have traded queens. If you trade queens and play e12, I mean, it gets so messy. Yeah, maybe it works out. I mean, takes. E12, then I just take the pawn. And I win the rook. And then blue can, if take, king takes. Yeah, I think that wins for us, actually. So, if he trades queens, then I think we are happy. Because it's also an open file. This Sicilian Khan setup, I mean, it's pretty solid. And crucially, he made blue played c4 here, because after bishop e2 to f3, then sometimes blue can play with d5 when there's really a long way through to the king, but also it's not threatening much. I mean, the defense we played in the game was pretty solid, I think. And this queen is a liability to the knight jumps, but here we are just in time. So if blue had made a neutral move, then knight d11 comes, and it's almost game over. I mean, you can fight on with moves like king a7, but it's hard. Yeah, and here yellow felt like defending his rook, but honestly I don't think that's the right plan. I mean, in this variation you really have to sack something. I think taking the rook is really dangerous, and the knight is actually quite a good defender. So not developing this queenside makes a lot of sense. Just try to attack immediately. I mean, this is also the most solid setup against this opening. If you're really crude, you can play something like k10 here. And if bishop takes, just rook up. But yeah, I'm not sure about it. And the move here should really be bishop takes. I mean, k12 is way too slow. I think the interesting move was for sure bishop takes. Bishop takes c8, but then red is to move, yeah? Bishop takes c8, queen takes, check, take. Yeah, I think maybe he's right, but I think that red made the mistakes. Like, red should have moved the bishop to f3, because then there really are threats. And also I think queen and queen j4 in the opening is a bit inaccurate. It belongs on k5 for some miraculous reason. I mean, probably this is the huge mistake, but I also don't like the knight development, because you're never really attacking me. From that front, I mean. You could try something like knight k4 and bishop takes l7, but yeah, it shouldn't work. I'm not sure, maybe they missed this move. Because it's always this rook on from yellow that is the compensation. I mean, I win a rook, but they get the active pieces, so it's not super clear, but long term it should be enough. And I've said that many times and lost, so you know the initiative is really strong. Yeah, and here, this was another weird move. Why there? I have no idea. I mean, it's not, I can't, maybe queen j9? Queen j9 would be more interesting at least. Yeah, but this queen is so nice, centralized. Yeah, I think it's just losing somehow. It's weird. I mean, this setup feels really weird if you don't get the sacrifices in, because then you have a hard time developing in the knight and the queen is kind of stuck. Then it's just a long game. Whereas my queen is also kind of stuck, but I can get it out immediately. Whereas the yellow queen is often blocked by multiple factors. I mean, I'm always playing knight k11 and bishop l9 to force this I12 move, and then the queen is passive, so they are just forced to sacrifice. And here I thought he could have taken this one. I mean, so I attacked the red's queen, and also I gained time against yellow. And here he could have taken it. I mean, takes, queen takes, check, and then it's, oh, you can't take that at all. What am I thinking? Okay, yeah, king a7 is a good defense. I mean, this bishop is almost like a defender because it's blocking. Sometimes you just want it out of the way. This was surely not the way to play. I mean, probably just take it. Hope for the best. With some bishop takes c8, yeah. Still a mess, but probably good for us still. I think this was excellent. Because, I mean, if he was going to sack his queen, he should have done it immediately, perhaps. No, but I attacked him, yeah. Of course. Yeah, crucially here I attacked the queen. So, yellow is now completely out of the game. There's no defense. And after this move, they just have to sack the queen. If you move the queen away, then it's just over after knight takes and some queen move or bishop takes, anything. So they sack the queen. And yeah, sack the queen. Oh, was there a fancy way to finish this off. Nah, there wasn't. Too bad. Yeah, maybe here. Here is a funny. I was thinking this queen up was mate, isn't it? There. Yeah, I really wanted to take this queen takes, but this is a safe move, very solid. Okay, let's see. It has to be mate. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Alright, let's see this. Now yellow takes, check, then it's not mate. Okay, so it has to be quick or it's not gonna be mate at all. Takes. Take, there, check. I mean, wait a minute. I still have my queen, right? Take, check. Oh, it's red first. Yeah, but what does he play? That must be mate. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I think queen takes j2 is checkmate there. Yeah, but this is such a safe move. I mean, it just locks yellow out forever. The king is super safe. I mean, this was too slow. He should have just taken the pawn. It was time for desperation here. I mean, these pieces are out of the game, so it does. The rooks are not important. I mean, I will sack mine gladly. Probably was this too slow? I guess it was okay. Now I just take, winning another rook. And probably here was the losing mistake. Yes. Ah, but there are multiple mates here. Oh no, there isn't. Yeah, because if bishop blocks, then if queen takes, then bishop L6. So it's not that clear. Yeah, probably knight out here. Knight out, queen takes. Bishop. Ah, that's not working. So I need a move that attacks the queen. And that's bishop. Yeah. Bishop g3 was clearly a better defense. Yeah, but then yellow might get mated, yeah? Because he can take it, and yellow is forced to sack his bishop, and I take it, he takes back, and then he just takes the knight. And I'm threatening checkmate on the back row. So take the knight, and then you have to make some weird king move, like king over, take the rook, king up, but that loses a queen. Yeah, so I mean, then red can start sacking on me, but that's a mess. I think we're winning there. Somehow, yeah. Rook over and checks. Yeah, it's winning. Yeah, so I think it was already winning. I think red made too many inaccuracies in the opening. Alright, thanks for watching.